I commend this bill to the House.
I call the Honourable Nanaia Mahuta.
Mr Speaker, I want to speak to the second part of this bill for Labour and endorse principally the changes that were made as a result of some strong petitions, submissions to Parliament, but also the advocacy of the local member, Meka Whaitiri, which really resulted in a different conversation around the Select Committee table, and it went like this. Basically, beneficiaries of the Wīpere Trust were somewhat sceptical about the moves to modernise governance without enough input from the grassroots. And I think if we were to simply accept the changes that were being proposed in the bill without a real conversation around the content of the submissions from local people, beneficiaries of Wīpere Trust, we wouldn't have got the proposed changes that the Select Committee have made, but also an additional SOP put forward by my colleague Meka Whaitiri. So in short, I want to comment on the changes that substantially were agreed to by the Select Committee and outline the reasons for those, and then come back, if I have time, to the SOP proposed by my colleague. We did consider at length the new constitution that was in the bill, and that it was very important to ensure that constitution would be reviewed. And the reason for that was because, again, in order to build confidence with beneficiaries, shareholders of the Wīpere Trust, it would be only right that a period of review would allow for input on whether or not the constitution was achieving its intended objectives. So you will see in the schedule number 15, a review period after 5 years of this bill being in operation. We have made a suggestion, new Schedule 1, Clause 15, that be provided for. And what that will enable is a legitimate focus on the Constitution as it was operating. Can it be better? And then, I guess, a footprint to see how those amendments could be taken forward. So recommended changes can be advanced through this process. That was achieved, again, on the advocacy of the local member and the strength of the submissions that came through. Also, another amendment that we were very keen to advance, which is contained in the schedule of the bill, Appendix 4, Clause 2.11, and that is the ability of shareholders to get together, form a collective and put forward by special resolution a change to the Constitution. This is really important because there was a lot of, I think, dismissive comments that were made at the board level, at the leadership level around, I guess, various views coming through from beneficiaries and shareholders. So if those beneficiaries can get together, form a collective and form a change, or within their view, a crucial change that will help advance the interests of shareholders.
Sorry to interrupt the honourable member.
That could be achieved through this clause.
The time has come for me to leave the chamber for the dinner adjournment. The House will resume at 7:30 p.m.